Hello everybody and welcome to the Zenidel. I'm Zen and we are back to see what Monika thinks of our poem and hopefully not get too creeped out by her. I don't know why she's creepy because we're still in the nice part of this game, but I think it's the eyes. Her eyes look like those cybernetic robotic eyes, and I just picture her as being like just machinery on the inside. Especially the weird poses that she likes to do. Hi, Zen. And she's so perfect too, like almost like, you know, technologically perfect, if you catch my drift. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring up things. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Duh. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Not really, but the game's gonna force me to, so here you go. Yeah, he doesn't want to do it either. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. What is this pose? Like, how is just leaning forward make your skirt fly up? I don't understand. And then is her hair just floating all the time? And why did everybody else in the classroom disappear? I have so many questions. Don't worry, Zen. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Zen. I was going, ooh, in my head while I read it. It's really metaphorical. Well, thank you. I tried. I really did try. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Oh, there's a joke in there. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. And that way nobody's surprised when I don't feel like it. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I had no idea when I picked out all those words that made her hop up and down. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, and horror and death and darkness and disturbed stuff. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, like sunshine and happy. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Oh, and I did it on my first try. Go me. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Yeah, she does seem like she's been writing for a long time. I never really asked, though. Sure, I'm not near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Yeah, you do you, boo-boo. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I feel like she should just be like a poster or some sort of what am I trying to say? Like a employee motivation video. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Can I read your poem now? It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Can I read your poem so I can see if I'm impressed or not? Ah ha ha ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I only asked twice, but sure. Don't worry, I'm not very good. Yeah, you sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound so confident. I'm the president of this club. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? On the inside, I'm just a tiny little raisin, just looking for a ray of light to shine down on me so I don't feel so alone and afraid. I don't know where I just went there, but okay, I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the Wall. Lovely, lovely title for a poem. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction, the sparkle. Is that sparkle or spackle? I'll start over. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction, the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Not bad. I actually like that poem. I like more of the freestyle poems. So, what do you think? You're creepy, but you can write. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Who just says it's freeform? Like, oh, it's very freeform. Well, I mean, I guess I did say it was freestyle, but still, I did like it. You should just say, oh, I liked it. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Well, was it powerful? I hope I did a good job reading it. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. She listened to the song called, I'm Looking at You Through the Glass. It inspired her. Now she realizes that she's the one on the other side, and everyone else is looking in. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day, because you asked for it. You did ask for it, didn't you? I swear I heard somebody ask for Monika's writing tip of the day. We didn't have one yesterday, but today we're gonna get one. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That's true. All writers say the same thing. Turn your editor off when you write. So any writers out there, just remember, first draft, just write it. Don't even worry. When you go back through and fix it later, it'll be so much better. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. That's what I said. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. I've done that before. I fell asleep while taking a test, and when I woke up, my whole test was just a blob of blue ink. Luckily, the teacher wasn't too upset about it. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone, finally. Only took 3 episodes. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, and I've only been here one day. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Don't complain, you know you're not here for the literature. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Ooh. Alright, so we're gonna find out what is going on between these two, because their poetry styles are the complete opposite, and it should be fun. It should be fun to find out what's going on. But yeah, so I am going to end it here. If you like the video and want to see more, consider subscribing so you don't miss anything. Until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you